Hey everyone, welcome back. So let's talk about the show that has everybody talking, Vanderpump Rules Season 10, and we're talking about the latest episode, which is episode 9. Before we do, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe so that you will miss any further videos. But we are in Mexico for Scheana's wedding. So we pick up at this dinner where Ariana has just screamed at James for being a fool, and his girlfriend Allie walks up and leaves. So while in Mexico, Tom, Schwartz, and Katie are going on what seems to be a nice romantic date, just like what it looks like, but that's not what they're there. It's actually the day of their anniversary. They're divorcing, but they feel like they should still get together and celebrate. They are also celebrating the closing of the house and trying to have a friendship. I wish they could have made it work. I don't like divorce. I don't like people getting divorced. But just by this scene alone, I see why it didn't work out. There's just no chemistry at all. Then, in the midst of a nice moment, he says that he feels bad for leaving Scheana's little party. What makes him think that was the right moment to say that? Then he says that he feels like he actually defends Katie a lot more now than when they were together. And she says that is completely false, and she starts to give him examples of him not defending her. And before you know it, they're fighting like cats and dogs about gaslighting, about this, about that. It was just awful. And honestly, I can't solely put blame fully on one person when it comes to their relationship, because I think they both are the problem. But she does begin to cry because she feels like he's being friends with people who have really hurt her, meaning Scheana and Raquel. And then he says, well, in a lot of those situations, you were the provocateur. She can't believe that he said that, so she gets up and leaves. Back at the dinner with everyone, James does apologize to Ariana. Allie returns, and Scheana is inviting everyone because tomorrow there's going to be something on a boat. And James says out loud, Lala doesn't want to go because of Raquel. And that pisses Scheana off because she's saying that, this is a group thing. Everybody should be there. But you know what? Whatever. If you don't want to go, then just don't go. And then Lala goes chasing after her and says, that's not how I was trying to say it. That's not how it came across. But, James is always saying things that he shouldn't be saying. And she agrees to go on this boat. Next, Katie is going to her room after this disastrous dinner with Schwartz, and then her friend Kristina comes in, and just as soon as Katie is about to start telling her what happened, they hear a knock on the door, and it's Raquel, and they're confused, but Raquel is there to deliver a message from Scheana, which is that Katie and her friend are not invited in the preferred area, so they can't be in the nice pools and stuff like that. It's so messy, but I loved it. It was hilarious. Katie pretty much says that Scheana doesn't own the hotel, so she'll do whatever she wants. And Raquel leaves, and then she goes back to where everyone's at, and she tells Scheana what they said, and Scheana says she loves her, and then they all party some more, and that's that. The next day, it's time to party some more again. Scheana will be having a little party with her girls, and then Brock will be with all the guys. Katie and Kristina are somewhere over there somewhere. Scheana and her girls, though, are on the boat. Like I said, the guys are all going crazy, taking their clothes off, pouring alcohol all over each other. Lala is in the boat, and she goes to a corner with Allie and sort of tells her to take care and watch out for herself, because she knows that dating someone like James is not the best idea. She doesn't say it like that, she doesn't actually express it straight up like that, but that's what she means. And Allie appreciates her being there for her and talking to her and giving her that advice. Then going back with the guys, the Toms are acting like fools. Schwartz is flirting with some random girls from the resort, and then they talk about Raquel. Schwartz says something like, oh, that girl looks like Raquel, and then Sandoval says, oh, well, do you want her to look like Raquel? And it's just the fact that they're acting like Schwartz is into her and Sandoval is there playing along. It's just unbelievable. Then we get a scene with the queen, Lisa Vanderpump. She's back at home and she's a little worried about the Toms because they are opening in 10 days or are supposed to be opening. But she sees how desperate they are and she wants to go in like as a mother would and fix it. And she's considering talking to Greg. But going back to Mexico, the group is all back from their activities, showering, cleaning up in their rooms. And while they're at the room, Ali mentions to James that Lala talked to her. That angered him. And of course, he says something shady about her in her past. And he tells Ali that he loves her and whatnot. So it's later on the night. They're all attending a party that Scheana's having. She's having so many events. And everyone's wearing white. And Peter's actually there too. Lala, though, goes to hang out with Katie and Kristina. And they're at a place where you can actually see Scheana's party. Like, it's like right next to them. And of course, Scheana sees them and like she tells Raquel, oh wow, like they're so pathetic for being right there. So back with Lala and Katie, Kristina apparently went to go chat with Scheana earlier because she wanted to clear the air. And while Kristina is sharing this story, Katie's really not happy about that. I will say also, Ali and James interacting in public is the most awkward thing. She is so embarrassed by him. I don't even think she likes him. And actually, it just came out a couple days ago that she was actually in another reality show when she was really young. So I wonder if this is her way of trying to get some clout. But anyway, Scheana is mad that Lala is with the girls that she's mad with. They also talk about Schwartz and Katie fighting the night before. Scheana then calls Schwartz over and tells him that he needs to move on from Katie. Sandoval also says the same thing and even goes as far as to say that he doesn't want to see Katie at all anymore, either when it's a food tasting or anything like that that has to do with the restaurant because it's distracting. Scheana also wants him to make out with someone. So Schwartz then goes to Katie and her little dinner to ask her a question. She's still mad at him, but honestly he's coming across as clingy and annoying. He asks if she can cut his hair, which is, it's just so weird and unnecessary. Katie says, no, why don't you go ask your new best friends? So he leaves. So then Raquel is like whispering something into his ear. So they leave together to a little table just by themselves. They start flirting and talking about what people have been saying about them, and he says that Katie made this into a thing when it wasn't. And then before you know it, they indeed start to kiss at the table. And then, to be continued, we see on the screen. That was all in this episode. Not too much action. Like I was expecting just a little bit more. I understand how every episode can be, a bombastic episode, but this is just getting so messy, guys. Where else are we seeing this on television? I mean, I can't. But I can't wait for next episode. Even though we didn't get a promo, that usually, when we get it to be continued, that's usually because the next episode is going to be pretty interesting. So I can't wait for next episode, but let me know your thoughts about this episode. What do you think about Katie and Schwartz weird anniversary dinner? What do you think about Ali and James? And most importantly, what do you think about Raquel and this little kiss that she shared with Schwartz? Anyway, guys, anything you want to let me know, put in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time. Y'all have a great one. Bye.